Yeah, we'll see you probably over the weekend. Just go like this.
Not a full tank. Yeah, on Sunday.
Do a survey, you complete it, you get a gift card. Yeah, the first one. So you have to do it right. Was he around now?
We have tried in between the communities. 37 years.
I'm from
I'm definitely taking a message, but my business partner best friend is down in Vancouver.
Do you love it or how do you?
I'm here with Amanda Nigochik, one of our participants in the Kivalliq Entrepreneurship Program for the 2025 Kivalliq Trade Show. Amanda, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and sort of why you're here at the Kivalliq Trade Show this year?
So my name is Amanda Nigochik. I am originally from Coral Harbor.
So a couple months ago, my aunt Lucy Ningyuchak mentioned to me about the Kivalliq Entrepreneur Program because I recently took part in the Interpreter Translator Program in Iqaluit at Nunavut Arctic College, and I would like to open up my own business someday soon. And she told me about this entrepreneur program, and I put in my application, and thankfully I was accepted, and so I'm here.
So you're on your fourth day of the program already, with the last day already being tomorrow. How's the experience been so far with you in the program?
It's been very good. Kim Diamond is very good with getting a lot of information and people into the program. I learned a lot about CRA and the things that I need to know to open up my own business. So it's been a great experience. A lot of information put into a few days. So I'll definitely go over it more once I get home and decipher some things that I was able to learn from here and go from there.
I understand as well that you've had an opportunity to meet with a variety of funders, whether it's the Kivalliq Inuit Association, the government of Nunavut, or others that are there to provide funding assistance. Is that something you see yourself sort of pursuing as you start your business and continue to build your business over the next few years?
Yes, Dolby Corporation came to the program and spoke to us about what they offer, and I'll be looking at different organizations where I can apply for funding, probably through KIA, to get some equipment and a business license started, and because I feel that our Inuktitut language needs to be revitalized here in Nunavut. Too many young people are not speaking Inuktitut anymore, and it's very important for me to continue our Inuktitut language. That's part of our culture, and that was one thing that when Nunavut was being created, that was one of their priorities for our language to stay alive. And unfortunately, over the years, with new technology, new phones, and the internet, we've been losing a lot of our language within the younger generations. And so I don't only want to do an interpreting business, I also want to go to homes and ask questions just to see how many children actually understand Inuktitut and how many speak it, and at least give a number and give it to the government and see where funding can be provided so we can help together to revitalize our Inuktitut language.
That's fantastic, Amanda. Thank you very much. I'm here with Aman Merchant, Executive Director of the Nunavut Economic Developers Association. Aman, tell us a little bit about yourself, your organization, and why you're here at the 2025 Kivalliq Trade Show.
Hi, I'm the Executive Director. Nunavut Economic Developers Association is an association that supports community economic development officers across Nunavut. We take on advisory, advocacy, mentorship, training, and also economic development initiatives across Nunavut. My background is I've been working in finance for quite some time, and I've recently started working in economic development. Why we're here? Primarily we're here because I was on a panel, and we're here to talk about a program we've taken on with Catalyst Plus. But beyond that, I think I'm here to get to know people, to meet people, to have a chance to talk to people who I've known, who I have not met yet, and all in all, become more educated and learn a lot more about the Kivalliq and understand my place and my organization's place in helping it become the best it can be.
So you mentioned a panel presentation this morning, which I found absolutely fascinating. But I know somewhat about the relationship that's existed between communities, the business community in particular, and Catalyst Plus in the past. Can you tell us a little bit about the targeted initiatives that Catalyst Plus and NIDA will be undertaking sort of moving forward?
Of course. So Catalyst Plus is 3 mentorship programs. NIDA is partnering on one, which is around building specific business relevant skills within the workforce and within the mentees. This is the Advisory and Mentorship Program. It's a successful program. It's been around since 2001 with different partners. NADA has become a partner this year, and we are hoping that we can bring the focus a bit more towards economic development officers and hamlet staff. And this would be a good way to build more capacity where it has been desperately and historically much been needed in the past across Nunavut, and that is our goal currently. Beyond that, they have a tourism mentorship program that's designed to help improve individuals who want to take part in the tourism economy and provide them with the tools and the information necessary to become good members of the industry. It's a very successful program. It's being run in partnership with community services. And, as we talked about, tourism is a great industry. It is an industry that is not just important, but also draws a lot of interest from Nunavut and many Inuit beneficiaries as well. So it's definitely an important program because it provides the skills that are very much needed and asked for by our community members. Beyond that, they have a mine training program with Agnico Eagle. It's a great program, and Agnico Eagle has been a very happy client of theirs. Those are the three programs we have.
Thank you very much. Well, we're halfway through the Kivalliq Trade Show.
Yeah.
There's still quite a bit of time left to network and to connect with people here. Who are some of the other organizations and folks that you're hoping to meet with during the trade show?
Oh, so many. There's a lot of D&D people here, which is very important for us to build relationships there. There's KIA, there's Nukik, there's Agnico Eagle, there's accountants, there's CRA. I just spent a lot of time talking to the CRA. There's so many GN departments. I've learned so much. The trade floor has been open for, I think, 2 hours or something. And I've learned so much already in terms of programs. I've met so many people. I've laughed so much. I've spoken with federal government, with CRA, Canor, Kivalliq. I've spoken to GNCS, GN Environment, GNHR, Fisheries and Sealing, Nukik. Just the breadth of people here is incredible. But I think what's even more special about being here than anywhere else is that you can get into conversations with people here that are so maybe not impossible, but so much harder to get into. I've been in the 2 days I've been here. I've had incredible conversations with Arctic Fresh, with Canor, with KIA, and I've been in the job for a long time, and I've met these people before, but that just has not been possible before. It's something about this event that kind of brings that out of people. It enables people to just loosen up and to feel that they're in a nice, inclusive space, and they can open up and connect with others without some fear or just being judged or something. And I think that's what makes it more special than anything else. I think you'll meet people in a lot of places, but I think the quality of the interaction that you'll get here better than anywhere else. And I think that's been my experience, and I think that's going to be a lot of people's experience.
Safe to say, I think that you'll be back for the 2026 Kivalliq Trade Show?
I very much hope I will be back. I'll definitely want to be back for sure.
Thank you very much, Aman.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Robert.
I'm here with Glenn Bileski of Agnico Eagle Mines, who's been working with the company for some time now. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been working with the company.
My name is Glenn. I've been working with the company for close to 13 years now, since 2012.
And what do you do with Agnico Eagle Mines?
Heavy equipment operator, auxiliary and production relief. So.
And were you a heavy equipment operator when you joined the company?
No, I started off in the dish pit, entry-level job, and then the training opportunity came. I seen it, I took the chance, and been there ever since.
We certainly know, being from the Kivalliq, that Agnico Eagle's been a huge proponent of developing capacity within the Inuit and within people that they hire within the communities. So this is exactly one of those cases where you had a chance to move up and are now working, which auxiliary equipment is not just the basic heavy equipment, it's some of the larger pieces of equipment. So what are some of the larger pieces of equipment that you work on?
Well, dozer, D10, D9, and graders, excavators, and production relief. It's 992 loaders, so loading production, like loading the long hauls that we have now.
That's amazing. And so what brought you specifically to the 2025 Kivalliq Trade Show?
We got selected from the company, from the big bosses. They wanted us to come down just to show them what we do as auxiliary, like heavy equipment operators.
Awesome. I think that's obviously going to serve as an inspiration to a lot of young Inuit in particular who are looking for opportunities beyond school to get a job, earn an income, get a house, whatever the case may be, kind of thing. Tell us a little bit about sort of what you expect to get out of the 2025 Kivalliq Show the next couple of days. We're halfway through. What have you gotten out of it so far, and what do you hope to get out of it?
Oh, it's all new to me so far. This is my first trade show, so it's pretty interesting to see all the different companies around it looking to start a business in Nunavut and to get future generations to come aboard on their companies and stuff. So
that's awesome, Glenn. I mean, for me, as we discussed sort of a little bit earlier, it's really important to try and inspire the next generation of heavy equipment operators, but also people that are going to be working in human resources, in engineering, in drilling, and everything else that comes with the company. Thank you very much for your time, Glenn.
thank you very much.
I'm here with Tara Tutu Fotheringham, recently re-elected president of the Kivalliq Chamber of Commerce. Tara, tell us a little bit about sort of why you're here at the Kivalliq Trade Show and what you hope to get out of the trade show this year.
Perfect. Yeah, so we are actually here because we just hosted the Kivalliq Energy Forum in Rankin Inlet on the weekend. And so it was a great mix to be able to come to this trade show right after that event. But our goal here is to bring awareness to businesses in the Kivalliq region about what it is that the Kivalliq Chamber has been up to, the last couple of years.
That's fantastic. I understand that just knowing and seeing what the trade show, what the Kivalliq Chamber of Commerce has been up to, that you're really trying to try a new variety of innovative ways to attract new membership to the chamber, but also to start being a little more active than I think previous chambers have been in the past.
Yeah, so I often tell the story that when I kind of got voluntold to step up to the presidential role, one of the things that was really the way for me to agree to step into that role was to actually ensure that we had a full-time executive director. The chamber has been around for more than 30 years, and there wasn't a full-time executive director. And I really think that, we're already 26 years into Nunavut, that I think it's about time that we actually make a real stance that we're here to support the growth of businesses, we're here to support conversation with businesses, and we're here to ensure that policies that the government and the Inuit associations are making are a good fit for the people who want to be able to do business in our region.
Of course, I think one of the goals is to try and attract a lot of the companies that are here to become members of the Kivalliq Chamber of Commerce.
Absolutely. Like, our membership fee is really, really inexpensive, and what I've been saying to people is if you become a member, then you have access to what we're doing, but at the same time, then we actually have the authority to act on something on your behalf. It's a bit difficult for us to just say to any government official or to say to any other organization, this is what our members are feeling, if our members are not our members. So the biggest thing we're trying to do here at the trade show is to recruit new members so that they have a place that they can actually go to tell us where they are having challenges and where they would like us to help support them. So I think just being here, but also recognizing we have full-time staff now. So like I said, we got an executive director. Now we actually have a marketing and a business manager that's really trying to make sure that we're listening to our members.
That's fantastic. What are some of the next big and upcoming events and activities for the Chamber?
So the Chamber is actually hosting an event in Winnipeg. It'll be in February 5 to 8. And yes, it's over a weekend. That was something we heard from our membership that they'd like to be able to attend without disrupting their business weeks. So we're doing something different. A lot of these events are often Monday to Thursday or during the week. We're trying to do it a little different to see if we can get more people participating that are coming from the business sector rather than from government or from other agencies. But the event is really going to be different this time. We're hosting it at the Victoria Inn in Winnipeg, so it's a larger venue. There's going to be no separation of booths from the actual main event, which was one of the challenges we had at the previous location, which was at the Winnipeg Art Gallery. Beautiful facility, but unfortunately we had to separate people out just due to space. So this time we want to have as many people included in the same space, and we're planning to also host just some different things. Like, we're going to have some cultural clothing, and we want to be able to have a photo booth so that people can put on the cultural clothing and they can take wonderful pictures and see the beautiful artwork that the seamstresses have made over the years and the intricacy of doing that kind of work. So we want to bring a lot more culture and a lot more awareness to why working with Inuit-owned businesses in the Kivalliq region is a must now.
Any closing words for the businesses, industry, governments, lenders that are going to be seeing this video on the Kivalliq Trade Show website?
Well, I think the message I want to relay out there is that we're hoping to see some significant change to support the growth of businesses in the Kivalliq region. But one of the strongest growths we need to see is the business development in Inuit-owned businesses. As I mentioned earlier, we're 26 years into Nunavut, and unfortunately we've seen a decline in Inuit-owned businesses and rather an uptake in joint ventures. And joint ventures served a purpose at the beginning of Nunavut, but I think as people are saying, now it's becoming a competition. And so I think that we are going to be advocating for there to be some significant changes to joint ventures, and perhaps there will be a sunset clause, that will give some time for these ventures to gain the knowledge so that it will then be fully owned and operated by Inuit.
That's a great message, Sarah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Robert.
I'm here with Brian Tatuni of NSSI, which is obviously a company that does a lot of work here in the region. Can you tell us a little bit about what brought you to the Kivalliq Trade Show and what you hope to get out of the trade show this year?
Yeah, we're here to see the trade show and understand what's happening in the Kivalliq region. We provide marine transportation services across the region, so it's important for us to show our presence here at the trade show and understand what's happening in the region so that we're best able to offer services to communities, but also the business community, and obviously the resource sector is a big part of that as well.
Well, we certainly all know the company very well because it's been shipping in the Kivalliq a very, very long time. But we do understand that NSSI is always looking for new opportunities to develop new services in our communities. What are some of the things that might be on the horizon for NSSI?
Right now we're kind of waiting for what the government of Nunavut decides to do with the marine transportation contract that they issue. You could potentially see us offer services out of Churchill starting as early as next year, depending on the direction the government decides to take. But also, part of what I'm trying to do is get more people to understand the services we offer and getting them used to some of our processes, because some people have never shipped a lot before, but guiding them through the process and having them understand our deadlines and why they're so important, and really why we do what we do, or how we like to receive cargo, package cargo, and ship cargo. So just having people have a better understanding of what we do and how we do it.
Well, certainly the entire Kivalliq region knows you, being originally from the Kivalliq. So for us and the business people in this region, it's really important to have that personal contact, that personal relationship with our shipping companies. So these aren't just corporations in St. Catherine, Bécancour, or wherever else. It's really about sort of having that personal connection. And I know for a fact that you get a lot of texts, a lot of phone calls, late nights, early mornings from people in the Kivalliq that require services and want to be able to connect. And they're not calling corporate, they're calling you.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate that you're here on behalf of the company. What do you hope to get out of the next couple of days?
Just a better understanding of what's happening in the region, being able to meet with some of our customers based in the region and check in on how our services have been going. This trade show kind of falls in the middle of our season, so it's good to get immediate feedback, but also understand what might be happening in the future and really following up with everybody. Anybody who wants to get a hold of us, and that we're here to listen. We're here to engage with the customer base and understand what we're doing well, what could use improvement, and really good to see face to face, because oftentimes it's done over the phone or by email, so it's always good to have that interaction with people. So that's something I enjoy.
Thanks, Brian. One last question. What would it take for your favorite aunt's husband to become your number one uncle?
great question. I don't have a good answer for you there. We'll talk about it off camera.
Thanks very much, Brian. Appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, thank you.
Je suis avec Manon Turmel de Agnico Eagle Mines. Manon, ça fait 16 ans que le Kivalliq Trade Show, c'est le 16e anniversaire. Puis ça fait 16 ans que Agnico Eagle est partenaire, commanditaire et participant dans le Kivalliq Trade Show. Qu'est-ce qui vous rapporte au Trade Show d'année en année en année?
Bien, tout d'abord, félicitations pour cette 16e édition. Encore un succès, beaucoup de participants. C'est ça qu'on apprécie, voir tous les acteurs locaux du monde des affaires, mais aussi du monde gouvernemental, des associations Inuit. C'est une belle plateforme pour discuter ensemble de sujets sur lesquels on veut travailler. Cette année, beaucoup sur le Inuit, l'amélioration de l'emploi Inuit, comment on travaille ensemble. Donc, c'est vraiment une belle plateforme pour avoir ces discussions-là ici. Et on a aussi, avec notre booth, beaucoup de gens de la communauté qui viennent nous voir pour obtenir plus d'informations sur les emplois disponibles, avoir des questions sur les emplois. Donc, c'est vraiment une belle plateforme pour échanger.
De notre côté, de la part de la société, on vous remercie comme commanditaire pendant 16 ans. Mais dans les derniers 5-10 ans, Agnico Eagle n'est pas seulement commanditaire, mais aussi participe sur le comité organisateur. On a cette année Gabriel-Antoine Côté, Mylène Lamoureux, Joanie Denhomme. Et je sais qu'aujourd'hui, on a des bénévoles qui vont venir aider d'Agnico Eagle à préparer la salle pour le gros wrap-up du Trade Show, qui est le gala commandité par Agnico Eagle. De notre part, on vous remercie certainement pour l'aide qu'on reçoit. Je vais te poser une petite question au sujet de la présentation que vous venez d'offrir. On a parlé beaucoup, puis il y avait des questions pas difficiles, mais quand même directes en termes de comment est-ce que Agnico Eagle, comme une compagnie, peut aider au Nunavut à adresser des problèmes qui sont certainement pas les problèmes d'une compagnie privée, mais qui affectent beaucoup une compagnie privée. C'est principalement les accommodations, le housing, la santé des employés, le bien-être des employés, et puis d'essayer d'offrir des services dans les communautés qui aident avec la formation, mais aussi avec juste la qualité de vie pour les employés d'Agnico Eagle. Peux-tu nous conter un petit peu de la présentation et puis du message d'Agnico Eagle aux délégués qui sont ici?
Vous l'avez très bien dit, il y a beaucoup de choses qui peuvent être faites puis qui doivent être faites pour améliorer l'emploi Inuit. Vous avez mentionné des exemples. Ce qui est important pour nous, c'est de continuer de discuter avec les partenaires et d'identifier c'est quoi les éléments clés sur lesquels on peut travailler pour faire vraiment avancer les choses. Il y a beaucoup de choses qui peuvent être faites et plus on discute avec des partenaires, plus il y a des idées qui sont générées. Puis vraiment, le défi, c'est de trouver ces initiatives-là, lesquelles, ensemble, on doit travailler pour améliorer les choses. Donc, c'est vraiment le message que je voulais partager aujourd'hui dans ma présentation, c'est qu'il y a des choses qui peuvent être faites au niveau du recrutement, au niveau de la formation, de l'éducation, mais vraiment, il faut travailler ensemble et se concentrer sur des initiatives pour aller plus loin. Mais on est extrêmement motivés à Agnico parce qu'on peut voir, quand on aide dans différentes initiatives puis on a accès à beaucoup de ressources, on voit des changements qui sont faits, on voit des améliorations. Alors, c'est extrêmement motivant de faire partie de ça. C'est pas juste contribuer à des emplois pour la mine, mais c'est d'aider la communauté en général. Alors, vraiment, c'est ça qui est très motivant pour nous.
Du côté de la société, du Kivalliq Trade Show aussi, c'est évident que plusieurs des compagnies qui sont enregistrées ici pour le Kivalliq Trade Show sont partenaires déjà à Agnico Eagle, ou sont des nouveaux partenaires, des anciens partenaires qui travaillent directement avec la compagnie. Puis on voit beaucoup de petites entreprises qu'avec l'aide d'Agnico Eagle, puis avec les investissements d'Agnico Eagle, ont du succès et sont en train de grandir eux aussi. Une question vite, j'ai posé la question hier. Un des défis qu'on a aussi, c'est des effets cumulatifs, de juste voir que les entreprises accroissent, il y a plus d'opportunités, mais ça veut dire aussi qu'on travaille avec la même population, on travaille avec essentiellement les mêmes gens qui sont qualifiés, mais avec Nunavut Corporation, le Kivalliq Fiber Project, le travail sur les routes, le travail avec les autres gros projets, CIBS aussi, veulent embaucher, je pense, c'est 12 tradespeople de Red Seal. Ça fait qu'il y a une certaine compétition qui se passe entre les compagnies pour essayer d'attraire les gens qui sont qualifiés. qu'est-ce que tu pourrais dire aux entreprises qu'eux aussi ont les mêmes défis en termes d'attraire et retenir des employés pour qu'on ait une stratégie de travailler ensemble au lieu de être compétitif et d'essayer d'attraire le même employé?
C'est une très bonne question. Puis effectivement, hein, la main-d'œuvre est limitée et il y a plein d'opportunités. Est-ce que nous, on veut se concentrer dans les prochaines années? On l'a dit, il y a 10 000 jeunes qui vont rentrer dans le bassin de main-d'œuvre. On les commence à les voir arriver. Fait que c'est vraiment là qu'on veut concentrer nos initiatives. Puis c'est pour ça que chaque initiative auquel on pense, on parle avec l'association du Kivalliq, Inuit du Kivalliq, on parle avec le gouvernement du Nunavut pour avoir des actions concertées. Parce que seul, on peut avoir notre initiative, mais on peut tous se marcher sur les pieds. Là. Donc, c'est vraiment important de continuer les discussions en ce sens, effectivement.
Parfait. Une dernière question. Puis c'est une question on a, nous, dans le gouvernement, le Kivalliq Inuit Association et d'autres entreprises dans la région, les communautés sont très intéressées dedans. C'est la fermeture éventuelle de Meadowbank et Amorok, qui approche quand même assez vite, 2028 à peu près. Mais ce qu'on discute beaucoup, c'est des opportunités qui vont venir avec la fermeture de la mine. C'est évident qu'il va y avoir un shift dans le main-d'œuvre d'un site à l'autre, mais il va aussi encore avoir beaucoup d'opportunités pour les gens de Baker Lake en particulier, mais des autres communautés. Est-ce que tu peux parler un petit peu des opportunités qui vont se présenter, auxquelles les entreprises sont ici, pourraient dire, écoute, moi, je pourrais faire partie de la fermeture ou de la transition à la fermeture à Baker Lake?
Oui, effectivement. Comment ça va fonctionner en termes de fermeture? Les premières années vont être extrêmement, on va dire, intensives. On va démolir les bâtiments, on va les ramener tranquillement dans le sud. Il y a ce qu'on appelle des pads. Les surfaces vont être rééquilibrées. Donc, il y a beaucoup de travaux civils qui vont être requis, donc, ces premières années-là. Donc, s'il y a des entreprises qui sont habilitées à travailler en termes de génie civil ou de démolition de bâtiments, décontamination de bâtiments, on va avoir besoin d'eux autres. En ce moment, on commence déjà, on se prépare déjà, on appelle fermeture progressive. Donc, il y a des bâtiments qu'on n'a pas de besoin présentement et qu'on commence. Donc, c'est des opportunités pour former des entreprises qui sont peut-être plus petites. On fait des plus petites fermetures pour quand on arrive à la plus grosse, bien peut-être qu'ils vont être mieux positionnés pour attraper ces contrats-là. Donc ça, c'est ces premières 3 années-là. On va voir beaucoup d'activités en surface. S'en suivront plusieurs années on va dire, gestion de l'eau. Donc, on va tranquillement remplir nos fosses d'eau et puis on va monitorer. Donc, on va faire des études environnementales. Donc, c'est des travaux, puis on le sait, les Inuits, c'est ça qu'ils aiment faire comme travail, c'est ça qu'ils sont bons. Donc, il faut s'assurer là, qu'ils sont capables de prendre en charge ces monitoring de qualité d'eau, les sols, qualité des sols, végétation, les poissons. Donc, c'est des opportunités qu'il va avoir à la fermeture de Meadowbank pour les travaux.
Je suis toujours content d'entendre Agnico Eagle parler du legacy. Après la fermeture, qu'il va y avoir certaines infrastructures qui vont rester comme la route. C'est certain que présentement, la route, il faut qu'elle soit réclamée, mais la communauté, le gouvernement, il y a plusieurs gens qui vont faire certains que ça va rester parce que c'est important pour nous autres au succès à long terme de notre territoire. Dernière petite chose, vous allez certainement être au Trade Show encore l'année prochaine, mais je vais donner un merci spécial parce qu'à tous les années au gala, on a un fundraising auction. On a pour ramasser les fonds pour des causes dans les communautés, des groupes communautaires. Puis Agnico Eagle, à chaque année, aide beaucoup avec ramasser les fonds, nous aider, nous donner des prix. Et puis, une des plus grosses choses qu'il n'y a pas beaucoup d'attention, c'est qu'à chaque année, les fonds sont ramassés à l'auction, Agnico Eagle match. Puis je vous remercie beaucoup de ce côté-là parce que c'est des choses que souvent le public ne le savent pas, mais c'est important. Puis c'est investi directement dans les communautés. Je vous remercie. On va se voir au gala ce soir. Puis on va se revoir certainement au Trade Show l'année prochaine.
Bien sûr. Encore une fois, félicitations pour votre bon travail, puis à l'année prochaine.
Merci beaucoup.